this video, we are going to discuss about file handling in C. So first we will see what is the concept of file, why it is required, what are the advantages. Then we will focus some of the file handling functions that we can use in C programming. And then at last we will see some hands-on programs, actual C programs for file handling. So as all of us is already aware that the concept of file is like a container. It is used for storing the data. You may have used multiple files till date. That may be doc file, Excel file, notepad file, HTML file. Any file purpose is to store the data. So if you want to don't want to lose our data, that data has to be stored in file. So that file it will preserve our data even when the program is being terminated. Then if you are dealing with large number of data, it will take a lot of time to enter them all. But if you store that data in a file, then you can easily access the contents of file using some basic commands available in C programming. Even we can easily move our data in terms of file from one computer to another without any changes. So basically a file in C is nothing but it is a stream of bytes. It is a sequential stream of bytes. There is no fixed structure in C programming for file. Whenever we want to perform any operation with file, then that file must first opened properly. We will see how which functions are used for opening the file. And whatever the statement written here, please focus. File star fptr1 star fptr2. This file, file file, written all in capital letters, it is a standard data type in C programming which is used for file handling. This statement is exactly same with the statement int a. Whenever I'm writing a statement int a in C programming, here a is a variable and int is a data type. Exactly here star fptr1 and star fptr2, these are two variables and these two variables are belonging to file data type. So compulsory whenever we are dealing with files, we have to use the standard data type file here. So star fptr1, star fptr2, as this asterisk star symbol you can observe, it clearly indicates that both are pointer variables. Why these are pointer variables? Because when I want to perform some operations with the file, then I should know the location of that particular file. If I am not able to locate that file, then how I will be performing the operation with it? So the location of file, you have to use the concept of pointer here for location of that particular file so that we can perform operation. So here the statement it clearly indicates that this star fptr1 and this star fptr2, these are two pointer variables of type file. So whatever this will return an address of file descriptor, that is the area of memory associated with input or output stream. Two types of files are there, text files and binary files. Text files, these are like normal txt files. We can easily modify it, insert data, delete data. Whatever the operation you want to like perform with the data is possible. Disadvantage, less security is there. Second type of file is binary file. These are .bin files stored on your computer. These files are not written in plain text. These are written in the form of zeros and ones only. These files have a capacity to hold higher amount of data, but these files are not easily readable. Also, they provide better security than text files. File operations. Whenever we want to perform any operation, that file has to be open. Now, whether you have opened that file for reading purpose or you want to modify something there or if you want to append something there, that depends which type of attribute you are using with the file opening function. So these are the some basic operations we can perform with the file. We can create a file, we can open an existing file, we can read from file, we can write to file, we can move to a specific location in a file and we can close the file. That's all. Now, these are some operations that I'm not going to read here. You please go through these basic operations. The very important operation without which the file handling is not possible in C programming is fopen function. Fopen function, it is used for both purpose. It is used for creating the file also, and it is used for modifying or reading the existing file also. And these remaining functions like printf, fprintf is same with the printf function that we use in C. It is this why it is called as fprintf, because this is used for writing data into file. Same with fscanf. If I want to deal with the character only, then I will use fputc or fgetc. If I want to deal with integer, then I will use fputw, fgetw. So please go through these functions carefully. Yes, these are some modes. The very important modes that one has to understand for file handling is read, that is R, write, that is W, and A, that is append. R is used for reading a file, W is used for writing a file, and A is used for appending the file. Now, if you have observed here, for every of the function we have used a terminal here. The meaning is that I told you, whenever you are using the file star fptr1, the declaration that we have seen, so pointer variable, it will hold the address of the starting byte stream of bytes. That starting address, it will be hold by that particular pointer. But if that address is not available, the pointer variable, it will have value null. So here null we are using if we have failed to open the required file. This is a short example for reading a file. You can see that we have declared file pointer here. This file pointer is of type file, and in this file pointer we are using fopen function. In fopen function I am using two parameters. The first parameter is the name of the file, and the second parameter is the mode in which you are opening the file, because you can open the file into three modes: R, read; W, write; A, append. And similarly, you can observe here, we are still again opening a fopen file here, but we are now using it in a writing mode. We are opening it in a writing mode. So what is the difference? This read, you will not able to modify anything here. You have to just read the contents present in the file. And in writing mode, if that file is not being created previously, file will be created, and whatever the contents you are going to write it there, that will be written. But if the file is already being present on your system and still you are trying to open it in a writing mode, the content of that file will be overwritten. At the time of hands-on program, I will give you the difference between these two. Yes, closing file. After performing the operations with the file that you have used with fopen, you are trying to open that file. It is always a good practice to close the file. And for closing the file, you are using this function fclose. Whatever the file pointer that you declared with this file type, that you are going to close, because this file pointer is holding the address. This file pointer is helping you to locate that file where you want to perform the operation. Now here I would like to tell you something about the file handling operations. So this program, you can see here we have taken a header file. This is our first hands-on program that we are discussing. Now here, if you observe that we have taken a file pointer, star file pointer, we have declared it of type file. Then we have taken a character array. The name of character array is character to be written. Here you can see that data to be written is the array name. Why array name? Because we C programming does not have a specific data type for strings. Yeah, you can perform the operations with string, with different string operations that are available in C, but there is no as a specific data type for strings in C programming. So you have taken it as data to be written as character array. The size you have given as 100, and then you are just writing a matter, hi, how are you? Now with this file pointer, I am opening a file f with the help of fopen function, and observe I am opening the file in writing mode. Again, I would like to repeat. W is used for both purpose. If that file is not created, it will be created. And if that file is already created, whatever the contents are there, that will be overwritten. So you can see that we have taken a fput as function which is used for printing the string. We are putting the contents of this array into your file pointer and then we are closing it. So if I execute this program, you can see here it is giving me that data is successfully written. Now, how you will come to know whether that program is being successfully executed or not? You have to check the contents of the file. What is the name of file here? File W1. So we will try to search for that particular file. So of course, where is my program is stored? That at that particular location only this file will be created. So you can see file W1 and we will see that whether there is any text file, file W1. Yeah, I can see here. And we will open that particular file with the notepad. See, it is hi, how are you? Right? So we will make one more change. Instead of this hi, how are you? We will see check revise version. I am going to update the content of my character array. As I am expecting that I have updated the contents in array, that same has to be reflected with a file. But for that you have to execute the program. So again it is giving me message data successfully written. We will check again whether this has been modified or not. So we will take again file W1 and now I will try to open that file again with notepad. Yeah, you can see check revise version. So previous string hi how are you that is being overwritten with this new string check revise version. The meaning is that written is used for both the purposes, for creation also and for updation also. But that updation is not by keeping original data. It overrides the original data and whatever the new string you are going to put that is being reflected. So this is first example and we will go for the second one for more better understanding. You can see here. Yeah. So here again we are trying to open the file in read mode. You can see here we have taken again a character array. We have taken star file pointer with this file and then with the help of this fopen function file pointer you have opened this file. But instead of W you have written R. So it means whatever the content of file for SYA text file is there that is being displayed. So if that operation is failed, it will give you message and if it is being successful, observe here. As we are going for repetition, we want to display the complete matter, whatever is given in that file. You have used fgetS function. FgetS, it is used for inputting the string. Data to be read, it is our array name. Whatever the size you have mentioned, that size 100 and file pointer. So until that file address is not being null, it is going to print the contents of the file. So if I execute this particular one, you can see that this message is hi, this is change version. Why this message is being printed? Because file SYA, this file is being already created and its name is whatever the content is given, that is given like I have just read. So we will just check the content of this file for SYA, and if you try to open that file with the notepad, yeah, you can see. Now see, I will change it. I will change it in my file now. I will print it. Now check. It is not the same. So what we are doing, file for SY text file, we have modified the content in the text file and now we will check whether these contents are being reflected through program or not. So I'm again at my compiler and now I will execute it. Now you can see here. Now check, it is not the same. So whenever you are trying to open the file in read mode, it will help you to print the data which is being available in the file, right? One more program we will see here. Yeah, that is, see, in this program, the aim of my program that I want to read name and marks of particular number of students, and I want to store that data in a file. So I have taken a character array 50, and I have taken total number of students here, and then I am trying to create this student.txt. Now if this file is present on your system, it will be overwritten. If it is not being present, it will be created. At the moment, I have already executed the program, so student.txt is present on my system. And now you're checking whether this fptr is null. If it is null, then it will print the error because you are not able to locate that file properly. And if it is a successful execution, then I am going to take a loop here. Num, total number of students. For every student, I'm inputting two values from the user. Printf scanf, I'm inputting the name of student. And printf scanf marks, I'm inputting the marks of students. And then later I'm going to print up with a printf function what is the name and marks are there. Now we will execute it. It's asking me enter number of students. Suppose I'm giving it as two number of students. It's asking me first name ABC. I have given marks as 89. Second, I am giving at XYZ and marks are given as suppose 78. Right? So how I will come to know whether this is being already added, this is being added in my file or not? Simple thing, I have to check this the contents of this student.txt. Again repeating, this file it will be created at the location where you are executing the C program, right? So if I'm coming here, you can see student.txt. Is it created? Yeah, it's created. We will try to open it with Notepad, and you can see here. Yeah, these are the two numbers. These are the two entries that you have taken for it. I'm going to close it again, and now I will execute it. I will just execute it one more time. Again, it's asking me number of students. I'm giving as number of students 3, number as A. I have given random name, then B. I have given some random data, and 56 like that. Now, if you will check the data over here, and if you will try to open this file into Notepad, observe this ABC, you can see. But if you observe properly, whatever the original data, like the data we have entered before this execution, ABCXYZ, that has been overwritten. Again, if I execute the same program, I will execute it again here. And it's asking me number of students. I will just give one and suppose Y name and some marks I will insert randomly. Check the contents of student file. You will understand it. And now here Notepad. See. So what is being actually happening with as you have opened this file in writing mode. You have opened this file in writing mode. It is being updated. It is being overwritten the content. If you don't want to do the thing, then you have an option of using A mode instead of writing, that is appending. When you will use A mode, it will going to add the data into the file. It will going to append the data into the file. It is not going to overwrite it. So we'll take one more example so that the concept of appending it will be more clear. Yeah, you can see here. Again, I have taken a character array number of students, and now observe this statement. Instead of W, I have taken the mode as A. F open, I am trying to open student.txt in A mode. And again the same code like we have written for that original program. But instead of writing, I have taken it as A mode. And now execute it. It's asking me number of students, 2. Now please observe here, suppose 1 I have given the suppose name as Shreyas, and suppose I give it as 98%, and second suppose I have given as Nikhil, and suppose 98% are there. It means if I'm trying to open student.txt, this data it should be added. So we'll try to again see what are the content of that particular file. So I'm trying to open that again with the notepad. Yeah. See why this was your original entry, last execution in writing mode. So that data is as it is there. And these two data that I have highlighted, Shreyas 98, Nikhil 98, this data is being added into the file. If you want to check for one more time, come back to your program, again execute it and see. I will just enter 1 here and I will give the name as Ashay and I will give 98% here. Right. If I'm going to close, check the contents of student.txt, try to open it with notepad, you can see this why this three record was originally there and here it is Ashay 98. So what I mean to say that whenever you are trying to open the file in append mode, it is going to append the data, it is going to add the data, it is not going to overwrite the data. So depending on our requirement, we can use fopen function maybe for reading purpose, maybe for writing purpose, or maybe for appending purpose. So I hope that these programs, whatever we have discussed, that will definitely help you to clear the concept of file handling. Thank you for listening to this video. Thank you.